so today we're going to talk about a sequence of numbers called the triangular numbers, and we're going to make conjectures about them and come up with a rule for finding any number in the term. Alright, so here are our first three triangular numbers, 1, 3, and 6. Grace, do you think you can come up with the fourth term based on what you're seeing right now?
Yes, I can.
Come show us.
9, 10.
Alright, so based on your picture, what is the fourth triangular term?
10.
10. Alright, so do you think you could come up with the ninth term based on what you know right now?
Mm-hmm.
How would you do that?
Well, you could draw the dots, but that would take a really long time.
It would take a really long time.
So is there another way that I can do that?
There is actually. Another way that you can do that is to come up with a rule. So in order to come up with a rule, we want to see a pattern. And a good way to look at patterns is through tables. So I have a table written up for you. Alright, so this column right here is n, which is the number term you're on. This is what you're multiplying it by, and this is your answer, which is the term you get. So our first triangular number is 1. So the first term is 1, and we know that the first triangular number is 1 because I just said that. So what do you multiply 1 by to get 1?
1.
Right. Alright, so what was our second triangular number?
3.
3. What do you multiply 3 by, or 2 by to get 3?
1.5.
1.5. Alright, so what is the third triangular number?
6.
6. And what do you multiply 3 by to get 6?
2.
2. Okay, so Grace came up here and showed us the fourth term. So what was the fourth term?
10.
And what do you multiply 4 by to get 10?
2.5.
Is there anything particular you're noticing about this column right here?
It's going up by 0.5 each time.
It is going up by 0.5 each time. So what is this number right here?
3.
3. So what is our fifth term?
15.
15. Alright, so we've kind of come up with a pattern. We know that it goes up by 0.5 each time. So let's kind of break it down a little bit so we can come up with a better rule for what you're multiplying in by. Okay? So to get this number, we know that it's 1 plus 0.5. Then this number would be 1 plus 0.5 plus 0.5. And this number is 1 plus what?
3 times 0.5.
3 times 0.5. So then that means that this fifth term is going to be 1 plus what?
4 times 0.5.
4 times 0.5. Alright, so now that we decided that, we can clean this one up a little bit. So that's going to be 1 plus 2 times 0.5. Good job. And we already know that this is like saying 1 times 1 times 0.5. Or 1 plus 1 times 0.5. Alright, so we know that the 1 plus something is staying the same the whole time, and the 0.5 is staying the same. But what numbers are changing?
The thing 0.5 is multiplied by.
Right, so these numbers right here. Is there anything specific you're noticing about these numbers based on n?
They are 1 less than n.
They're 1 less than n. So how can we rewrite that?
n minus 1.
N minus 1. So we would be saying 1 plus n minus 1 times 0.5, right?
Yes.
Alright, and we're still multiplying this number by n, correct? And that's going to equal whatever term you're on. So, do you think we could find the sixth term?
Yes.
Alright, so let's do that real fast. The sixth term. So what are we going to plug in?
6 everywhere it is.
6 everywhere n is. So we've got 6 times 1 plus 6 minus 1 times 0.5. Alright, so let's find the answer to this. So based off the order of operations, what are you going to do first?
Yeah, we do 6 minus 1.
6 minus 1. So that's 5 times 0.5 plus 1, and all of that is multiplied by 6. So what is half of 0.5?
2.5.
2.5 plus 1 times 6. And then where do you go from there?
You're going to add 2.5 plus 1.
Which is?
3.5.
Okay, and then what do you get?
21.
21. So we have just discovered that our sixth triangular number is 21. Alright, so the next thing I want y'all to do is I want y'all to get in partners and answer these two questions for me for the last 15 minutes of class. Part A, find the ninth term of the triangular numbers, and Part B, find the rule for the nth term. So y'all go ahead and work on that. All right, so this is Katherine Tiller's presentation, and this is based off of the 8th grade TEKS, and so it just says that the knowledge and skill statement is 8.5. Students use graphs, tables, algebraic representations to make predictions and solve problems. And that is it.